Welcome back, YouTube. General Soul back with Grandia 2, and now we're going to go through the Inor Mountains to get Elena to the cathedral. So, a little gimmick with this one is these mushrooms. If you hit them, they're either going to fall flat like that, they're going to break apart and have items, or some of them will break apart and have monsters, or some of them will break apart and have nothing. This one, for example, has monster. A new monster. Well, this will be our first time to check out Elena in action. I forgot to actually buy her some spells. So we're going to use her Impact Bomb. Generally, my strategy right now is Elena casts Snooze to try to put everything to sleep, and then focus down one enemy and kill it before it can attack, and then whenever the next one wakes up, focus on it. As you can see, these snakes have the ability to poison. It's pretty rare. This is actually the first time I've been poisoned in a while. So a poison antidote will cure that. But yeah, these snakes, they do have the ability to poison, but it's not guaranteed. It's very, very rare that works. Occasionally, you'll see, as Ryudu did, you can dodge an attack with a sway. So, Elena comes with the Holy Mana Egg. That is basically a... it has heal spells, it has stat altering spells, it's basically a support mana egg. When we are done with this forest, I highly suggest take that mana egg off of Elena and put it on Ryudo. So yeah, this is how the MC is money coins. This is how you buy your spells and level them up. And as you level up spells, you will then unlock the means to buy other spells. The SC special coins are what is used for your skills. Same thing. You need those coins to purchase new skills and to upgrade them. So we're still got those little spiders in this forest that we've faced already, so wasn't going to show you that battle. Again, like I said, Elena, Snooze, and then just go all out with physical attacks. Snooze is not going to be a guaranteed knocking everything out. These enemies do have some resistance, not much. So I went ahead and used special coins to get Nightmare Ball on Elena. What Nightmare Ball does is it's a attack that will hit your target and any enemies nearby, hitting them with snooze bubbles. So it does damage and puts enemies to sleep, any that are in range, whereas snooze will just hit all enemies, period. Okay, so I'm not used to recover being on top like that, because Grandia 1, it was save and then go down to recover. So now this one I got to remember I don't need to move. So as you're seeing, as I'm getting magic coins, I'm leveling up spells so that they will cast faster. And it looks like as soon as I get 80 coins, I can get another forest spell. So we got a lot of the same spells as in the first game. Of course, animations are much different because this is a different game. Alright, come this way. Now, in some dungeons, you're going to see me kind of roaming around trying to figure out what the hell I'm supposed to do. As I explained the last couple of videos, there's not a good site with good maps of these areas. So I'm having to use a text guide from GameFAQs. And this guy tried to make maps of the areas with locations for treasures, but it's not the same as like the maps that I was using on Grandia 1. Grandia 1 had pretty good detailed maps. And surprisingly, nobody's tried to do similar for Grandia 2, so we will be getting lost a few times. The only reason that I know this dungeon so well is, quite frankly, I did the dungeon earlier, got through it, and I had screwed up. I forgot to take off the holy egg off of Elena, and I had to restart because I didn't save before we parted ways for a little bit. Okay, so the reason I'm coming back down is because as soon as I saw a mushroom down below, I realized, oh, I forgot something. So most of these mushrooms are just I'm hitting just to hit. Here is a new monster for us, and this game will do this bullshit with flying monsters where it say, oh, you got surprised. I was looking right at them. Alright, so 1 10-second slash will kill one of these birds. They can be put to sleep, but they do seem to have some resistance. So here's Nightmare Ball, so you get an idea of how it works. And the other one was in range to get hit with the sleep as well, so it took a little bit of damage and went to sleep. So yeah, that's Nightmare Ball. And yeah, as you see, enemies will stay asleep a lot longer in Grandia 2 when you use snooze than they do in Grandia 1. Grandia 1, it kind of just stops progress for a second or two. Grandia 2, they're actually asleep for a turn or two. Or until you hit them. And they will wake up to magic or physical attack. So if you only want to work on one at a time, don't use a skill that'll hit multiple targets. Alright, so we got a couple of spells that we can learn now if we've got the magic coins, but I really wanted to level up the snooze so that it cast faster. I believe level 5 is max again. Don't quote me on that. But anyway, what I was missing here was right here in this mushroom. We have a goblin toadstool. Some items like that I'm not really ever going to use. Just grabbing them to get everything. As far as missable trophies, there are several missable trophies. We haven't gotten to a point where we need to worry about any of them yet, but we're coming up on one pretty soon. When we get to the end of this area and we get to the next town. Anyway, come over here. We got an eagle or a bird, whatever it is. Poison antidote here. Head back around. This time we want to head down this path. Take out this bird. Yeah, you see it's flying so high that you can't trigger the fight. It has to fly at you. And then the game will sometimes just decide, oh no, because it flew over your head and hit your partner, it ambushed you. Okay, so we got some magic coins, so we can level up. Definitely want to level up digging. And the beauty part of this is since we're leveling up the mana egg and not the spells that a person can use, we can get level 5 pretty damn quick if you got the magic coins. There are quite a few mana eggs that we can get. There's not a trophy for getting them all, so you don't have to worry about that. Alright, so when we get up here, we get a story scene where we're going to rest for the night. But yeah, they definitely made some changes to how some of the mechanics work in Grandia 2. I kind of like the changes, because one aspect with the first Grandia is like you kind of were forced to grind out spells so that they could be useful. Whereas this one, you just, as you're naturally killing monsters, you are getting currency to learn spells and upgrade them. So if you know what you're doing, you can get the spells you want really quickly. And then you can just spend your time leveling up the spells and making them where they're going to be cast really quickly. Yeah, I haven't heard what exactly happened. You believe it was a ceremony of sealing. You were the main person that they needed. You had the most important role. You don't know what kind of ceremony it was? Well, we kind of need you to remember because it might help us along with our quest, you know. Were you smoking a little of the Mary Jane? Oh, no, 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 no. We're not assuming that you're a druggie. I mean, you are in the church. Yeah, I tend to notice that religious people think you don't understand unless you kiss their ass. So, sorry, I agree with Ryudo on a lot of things he's saying about the church. Sorry, not sorry. All I can say is all my life I've had people try and force me to go to church with them thinking that they're going to change me. No, it's not going to happen. Yep, get some sleep, princess. And don't hog the entire tent. We're sharing. Not joking. You better keep your hands off me. I'm sweet and innocent. Suit yourself. More room for me in the tent. You can kind of tell that Ryudo's trying to be nice, but he just can't do it. I highly doubt that he's in love with her already. He just met her. Now, what do you mean by perky? Are you talking about her personality or physically? Yeah, they don't like people that work and don't give their money to the church. Surprisingly, that's a lot of people. They don't know anything about how the real world works. Hey, he had a job to do. Well, they wouldn't let you in the tower, and even if you were in there, you probably would have died. Then with what? Yeah, if they're going for a romance story, this is kind of poorly written. It's kind of like the Final Fantasy VIII romance story, where it's like 1 minute Renoa and Squall are like hate each other, and then they can't live without each other. It's like, no, dude. Probably because you've just been bitching at him the entire time. Too early. 5 more minutes. What's so good about it? What? So you basically just said you took me for being prejudiced and racist. Okay, gotcha. Which part, Sky? Are you a detestable geohound, or are you agreeing that Ryudo is a detestable geohound? Anyway, now that the scene is over, we can continue the second half. Alright, so this is showing us a gimmick here. We have these little rocks being held up by these little ropes. That is the only one that's going to automatically break when you come near it, no matter what. The others, if you can reach them from the top, from the level that they're being held down with the ropes, you can actually strengthen the ropes, hammering down the spikes so that they do not, those rocks do not come down. Because if you come from the level where underneath them, the ropes will give way, and those rocks will actually block your path, and you'll have to find another way around. Okay, so here we got a treasure chest in those rocks. To get to that treasure chest, you want to go up this path and interact with this plank to move the rock down and strike. And kill the bird. This one, if we want to get that treasure, again, interact with the plank, move the rock into the hole, and now we can get this hat. This is a climbing hat for Elena. So, well, either one can wear it, but it's only a 1 point difference for him, while it's a 2 point difference for Elena, so it benefits her more. Now, then we got a treasure right here for 150 gold. Kill these. Now, if you don't want to kill all the monsters, don't interact with this rock. This just releases a snake. Alright, so we're going to learn Fiora. We would need 160 to learn that spell. As far as skills, I don't really have enough to... Well, I could upgrade. We'll go ahead and upgrade. Next fight, we should get enough special coins to upgrade one of Elena's skills. Alright, let's head back to this chest that was surrounded by the rocks. We get 3 treasures here. You could give that crystal brooch to Elena, but I just didn't think about it right now, to be honest. Alright, so we've hammered in a spike so that those rocks will not be able to be dropped when we move down. Make it a little bit easier to get through this area. Alright, let's upgrade her impact bomb. No, let's do nightmare ball. Perfect. Head back around. And we got combination spider snakes. Here's another. Well, let's see about spells. We could upgrade healer. Or we could upgrade snooze some more. Or we could learn a... Well, could have learned force spell, but I didn't think about it. Okay, so hammer down this spike. So yeah, doesn't drop on us, so we can go this path. And then this one doesn't drop on us, so we can go this path. Climb this ladder down, and we're almost out of this area. There is one more treasure. It is straight this way. As I said before, you go to the next area, take the holy egg off of Elena, give it to Ryudo. I'm going to end video here. Drop a like if you're enjoying the walkthrough. Subscribe for more. If you feel like making a donation to the cause, there's a link in the description to buy me a coffee. It's not required, but always appreciated. I'll see you guys next time.